Help me reach 1,000 subscribers. Please, like the video and share your thoughts. In the comments, your feedback helps. Make the content better. The night felt normal until the red and blue of police lights flashed across my rearview mirror. A broken tail light. That was all I expected. A warning, maybe a fine, then home. The officer checked my license. His posture shifted. His hand hovered near his gun. Step out of the car. Hands where I can see them. My pulse tightened, but I obeyed. Innocence doesn't protect you. He said my wife had filed reports. 6 months' worth, claiming I had harmed our children. I have no wife, I said. No children. The words left my mouth calm. Certain? But he stared like I confessed everything. Cold metal locked around my wrists. The world narrowed to the slam of the patrol car door. One thought looped in my head. Who wanted me buried in this cell? A wife I didn't have. Children that didn't exist. Events from a life I never lived. He slid printed reports through the bars. Photos, addresses, dates, signatures beside each statement. My name, my handwriting. Almost. Seeing it crack something silent inside me. A double life carved for my own identity. Someone had planned this meticulously. Someone who knew details I had never shared. A detective questioned me. I answered calmly, but inside I circled the same truth. This wasn't random. It was personal. When they released me on bail, I stepped into the night. The air felt heavier, like the truth was watching nearby. I kept replaying the reports, the fabricated family, the lies drenched in intimate detail. There was only one person who knew me well enough to build a life in my name. Someone who once promised loyalty, then disappeared years ago. Her face rose in my mind like a warning I had ignored. I went home and dug through every old file I'd kept before we split. Emails, shared documents, archived photos. I compared signatures, studied phrasing, searched for gaps. My life had been copied, piece by stolen piece. Her trail was subtle but there. A new address hidden in metadata. A phone number linked to a forgotten cloud account. Each thread led to another. I visited the addresses in the reports. Neighbors didn't recognize me, but they recognized the name she used. My name. They described a woman they believed was my wife, with 2 children, quiet, reserved. The details matched her, height, hair, voice. She had built a family in my image and placed me as a villain. My anger stayed controlled. I let it sharpen instead of burn. I gathered phone records, financial traces, surveillance timestamps. I consulted attorneys. I documented everything. Each piece of evidence sat on my kitchen table like a silent army. Each fact pulled me closer to the truth I needed, even as it terrified me. Confirmation came through a private investigator. A trail of rental agreements, hospital visits, school registrations, all under my name, signed by her. Fiction built meticulously. The investigator gave me one last piece. Her real, current address. I went there, didn't knock, waited in the parking lot until she emerged. She froze when she saw me. Her eyes widened, not in fear but calculation. She knew the reckoning had arrived. I handed her the folder I had compiled. Reports, photos, witness statements, proof of her theft of my identity. She tried to laugh it off, to twist the narrative with familiar manipulations. I stayed still. My silence became a mirror. She could not escape. She saw that I knew everything. That was the moment she broke. I told her everything she had built was already collapsing. Schools notified. Law enforcement alerted. Her fabricated reports flagged as fraudulent. Her name submitted for investigation. She reached for excuses, for old emotional hooks. I let each one fall flat. She begged me to speak privately. I said I preferred witnesses. Her voice cracked in a way she once used to manipulate sympathy. I didn't move, didn't soften. I told her the truth she never expected. This was the last time she would ever use my name. Her face folded into quiet panic. Not regret, not guilt, fear. Fear of consequences she had thought she could always evade. I walked away while she stood there trembling. No satisfaction, only clarity. The weight she had tried to bury me under no longer touched me. Her lies were hers alone. I reached my car and felt something settle inside, a clean silence. I started the engine and left the past behind, standing in that parking lot, still gasping in disbelief at the truth that had finally caught her. Some people lose everything loudly. I learned that losing someone like her was the first time I had truly won.